Quarterback, Cale Charbonneau. Tailback, Trenton Edwards. Z-back, Aiden Goodland. Wide receiver, Matson Swanson, Anthony Coleman, and Aiden Ford. Plays at a halfback and also at a tight end, the powerful number 12 out of Shield. Those are your starters for your Wagner Bulldogs. Now we invite back to the field the Cushing Tigers. And assembling at midfield, George Wagoner. Bulldogs! Defensively on the year, Wagner had allowed just 9.7 yards points per game, 9.7 points per game. Cushing only allowed 10.7 points per game. This was going to be a contest. And it is. Cushing won the toss, deferred to this half. Wagner will kick from the south. Cushing will receive from the north.
All right, we're back after a quick change of video. Back inside now, so there's going to be a lot of differences here. The voice is absent as we're inside, and it's pretty sound from here. We are getting ready to start the second half. The Bulldogs will kick off. It'll be Long will kick it away from his 40 as the Tigers wait at about 10-yard line for the start of the second half. You're watching Friday Night Bulldogs, special edition Thursday Night Bulldogs. Again, due to fall break, we're playing on Thursday night. And we've got a ball game here. Wagner Bulldogs 21, the Cushing Tigers 14.
Bulldogs will be kicking off from the south end zone. Cushing will be receiving the north end zone. Number 7 is back deep for Cushing. Number 3, we called his name a lot tonight. Number 3 is Wyatt DeLong. Number 7 is Lane Simpson.
Fans, are you ready?
Here we go.
And that is a short kick. It'll be fielded on a hop at the 16 and stuffed. As Javon Smith is there for sure, number 25, and a couple other of his friends. Looks like number 9, Bo McFarland. We often call his name on special teams for sure, but he's actually active all over the field.
Yeah, they got a nose for the football. You'll hear me say that. Players at the
So the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 on their own 30 to start the second half.
Still got some audio feedback.
Quarterback will keep it this time. The Bulldogs are in the backfield for the stop. First there was number 54, Anthony Harris.
I think they made it good there.
Number 54,
Harris
Jr.
with a tackle for a loss back to the 28-yard line.
Number 42,
It'll be 2nd
Gavin
and 12 now for the Tigers. Bulldogs with 21 unanswered points in the first half as the quarterback rolls to his right, looking at the sideline, but that will go incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 12. John, the Tigers struck first twice.
Right, twice. Yeah, we got punched in the mouth twice. But the Bulldogs were able to come back with 3 more haymakers and put 21 points on the board. So that's the thing sometimes. When you get down, you're not out. You got to get up and fight back. It's adversity. Just because the chips are down, it doesn't mean you quit. So good job by the Bulldogs in responding and scoring 21 unanswered. 3rd and long here for Cushing, 3rd and 12 on their own 28.
Quarterback looking backside the screen.
Good job, Mr. Miller.
I think Miller. They need to probably stay away from that play. That's the 3rd play in a row. Last time he almost had a scoop.
Right. Yeah, it's just a slip screen there on the top side of your screen. And Gavin Miller knew it was coming. He was able to defend that well for no gain on the play. Bring up 4th down for Cushing Tigers.
We already talked about Garrett and Emma Sweeney watching from Cotton Springs, Arkansas. We got Tina and Randy Stamps watching from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. So appreciate Tina and Randy logging on tonight, and all of our Friday Night Bulldog fans. Be sure to let everybody know that we did start a new stream. We've moved inside. Hopefully everything looks good and sounds good. It's just a little too loud outside.
Cushing just got a quick 5-yard penalty. I didn't catch what the signal was for. Delay, false start.
Okay.
A high kick. Here by the punter. Get away, get away. Oh
Gosh, very high. As I believe I think everybody might have lost it there. Of course, we're not outside to hear the call, Peter. That's usually the safety call. Get away, get away.
Yeah.
As that, I believe it was number 42, Gavin Miller, that it was really close to.
Yeah, it was within reach of him. So Bulldogs with great field position on the Cushing 44 as they will line up, and we've seen them go to a more tight formation last few series too. Instead of spreading it out, they're going tight.
And that's what we're seeing here for the 1st and 10 from the Tiger 44. Charbonneau with Edward in background. Charbonneau looking good.
Oh, there he is.
He's wide open. Well, McFarland makes the catch, and he's carrying the Tiger into about the 1-yard line. Bo McFarland, he had to wait on it. It was underthrown, but he still made the catch.
Great job, Bo. Bo knows.
Bo McFarland almost wheeled his way into the end zone.
Looks like they got it marked on the 2, Jerry.
Okay. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs as they look to score 28 unanswered points, possibly right here on this 1st and goal.
Yeah, if we can get off to a quick start here and strike first in the second half and go up 2 touchdowns.
Charbonneau up under center, over the right side, and he is in for the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Dax Griffin, looks like number 56, that's Von Holt. Anthony Harris out there, and Trevor Fowler, I believe, on that line. As they just overpowered them.
That didn't take long at all, Jeremy. I'd say that was probably under a minute and a half drive. Because we have 12 minutes and a quarter, we scored 10:03 with Cushing having first possession in the second half. So quick score off for the Bulldogs here. Waiting the extra point.
Balala
is good.
with the extra point. Good. Wagoner Bulldogs 28.
Fights.
Cushing Tigers 14. Again, we hope we've made the adjustment really quickly there, and you're back on with us. We carried all the equipment up here as fast as we could, John.
It went pretty smooth.
It did. I did. So, thank you for being with us tonight, and you picked a heck of a game to watch on a Thursday night as the Bulldogs went down 14, now up by 14.
That's a 28-point swing.
It is. And that was 2 plays for the start of the second half. And, well, come back up. The Tigers did have a possession.
Right, they had a possession, right. But we scored quickly. Yeah, we quick. I was going to say we scored it in a minute to a minute and a half on that drive.
I want to give a shout out to Bryce Steele's grandpa and grandma. That's Dennis and Sandy Patrick watching from Chicago tonight. Thanks for logging on, Dennis and Sandy. And everyone else of the Bulldog Nation. Miss Moody was seeing it, watching from Texas tonight. Saying go Bulldogs. And we are kicking off again, the second kickoff of this second half. This time much shorter, fielded at the 25. And the Tigers will be able to get to the 30-yard line. And that's where they'll have it there. Number 13 quickly down to make the stop, along with a few of his black-shirted friends, and that is Elijah Love. So the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 36.
All right, we got the chat back up. We got Carla Johnson-Smith saying, "Go Dogs." Captain Boyer says, "Let's go Wagner." And then Mario Young back with you from Stillytown. That's probably Stillwater, not Stillwell.
1st and 10 Tigers from their own 36. Here's a handoff.
Ooh, nice.
And that
job,
is Charbonneau.
Knifed in there for a good stop. Took his legs out from under him. That's number 4 on number 4. Oh, that's what the matchups we've had tonight. We've had 3 against 3.
Yep.
Cushing against Vance and Swanson, and White and DeLong matched up on offensive defense. And then Cale Charbonneau taking down number 4 for Cushing, Caden Fry. Kind of like a chess match.
Yep.
Rook against rook, bishop against bishop.
2nd and 9 from the 37. Quarterback setting up the backside.
Got that
screen.
one, nothing.
And is that Charbonneau again?
That's Shield Knight there.
Miller. Gavin Miller. They just need to stay away from that backside.
He kind of knows what's coming. He's read the scouting report, so a loss of about 5 on the play. He'll bring up 3rd and long for Cushing. And the ball is spotted on the Cushing 31. They are going from south to north. It'll be left to right with your radio dial.
3rd and 15.
I don't think anybody has radio dials anymore.
3rd and 15 for the Tigers.
3-man
Quarterback
rush.
Looking downfield.
He's got a man
wide
open.
This is number 2.
A stiff arm.
And gets away from
He's
one
looking to
Bulldog.
score, Jeremy.
He goes back inside and looking inside the 5 to the 3-yard line as the Bulldogs have to play catch up. Stylen, McHenry, also Swanson. And number 2, somebody forgot to cover him.
That's Lane Wood. He is a 6'3" senior wide receiver there. And he's, I think that's maybe the first time we got a reception tonight. He may have had one, but that's his first big play for much needed positive yardage for the Tigers.
They have not been able to get anything going since about midway through the first quarter. And now all of a sudden,
One
they
big
are
play.
looking to come within 1 score. It's a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Here's a handoff to number 22. And number 4, Charbonneau, is in the backfield to make the stop. And now we're going backwards if you're a Bulldog fan.
That's
a loss,
for Cale Charbonneau.
They're going to spot it at about the 8-yard line, so that's about a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A loss of 3. 2nd down 8.
Noah Corgle
Second down,
says
goal.
go Bulldogs. Cadence Williams. So we got a Tiger fan on there. That's okay.
Happy birthday to Ed Wiley. We see
Oh yeah,
Ed.
Ed. Big Ed got a birthday today.
Chad Mann wishing you a happy birthday.
Yeah. Chad and Ed, both classmates of mine. Big Ed is a teacher at the high school, and here's the quarterback.
Oh, breaks one tackle.
And he is going to get in for this. No, they're going to mark him short at about the 1-yard line. Looked like he was going to cruise into that corner, but the Bulldog pursuit able to get him before the end zone. So it'll be 3rd and goal, and they're going to spot it just outside the 1. And it looks like the extra beef package is coming in for the Tigers.
3rd down goal from the 1.
3rd and goal, Tigers from the 1. And
They're going sneak, and
we're going to have a scrum. No signal yet.
it's going to be close.
I think they're going to get him short. Still no signal. And yeah, it's going to be short.
Short.
How about a 4th and goal now, John? Looks to be inside the 1 as the linesman is really just outside the goal line.
Are we like a shoelace? Is this a shoelace short?
Maybe so.
The width of a shoelace, not the length
There
of
you
a
go.
shoelace.
At the 1.5-yard line. 4th down goal, Cushing.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field. As wasn't sure whether the Bulldogs or the Tigers made that call, John, but obviously somebody wants to talk about what's fixing to go on. With 6:34 left in the 3rd quarter, and this is by far the most important play of this game.
Well, this will come down to the trenches, and usually just like who wants it more here. You got the hogs. We call hogs offensive linemen in the trenches, and this is kind of a pride call. I've seen goal line stands like this time and time again, where the defense is able to keep the offense out of the end zone. But when you look at it offensive-wise, I mean, you know the play.
Yep.
You have an advantage over the defense.
Right.
And a lot of times it's quarterback sneak. I'd say 8 out of 10 times You're just gonna hope that your offensive line gets below the defensive line and drive them.
John,
It's hat on hat.
the nose of that football is almost touching the goal line.
The center, he's gotta be careful.
Right? Quarterback
Hand off.
There's a fumble.
Bulldogs recover. Bulldogs got it.
Either way, John, whether we got it, I think.
Yeah, we got it. Ball's on the ground on the handoff.
Not sure.
Charbonneau.
Okay, yeah, he comes up from the bottom of the pile. Either way, whether we got it or not, it was a 4th and goal, so we'll just credit that to the whole defense.
Well, that's the risk you run in trying to exchange a football there that close.
Yeah.
I mean, you've only got to go an inch, and quarterback took the snap and tried to hand it off, and the ball's on the turf. And I'm sorry, Bulldog fans. When I see the ball on the turf, I always scream ball or fumble. It just happens. It's
Right.
kind of in my blood.
So the ball is actually at the 3-yard line now for the Bulldogs. Charbonneau will stand in his end zone. He'll take it himself. He's into the Tiger secondary, bulls over a couple of Tigers, and will get a first down. I had Humphreys on mine because see, Anita Humphreys is watching for Oklahoma tonight. So thanks for logging on, Anita. And Tristan Ketcher still with us. Jamie Cooks, thanks for logging on, and all of our Friday Night Bulldog fans.
Jeremy, I'm going to say mark that play right there, because that could be the most pivotal part of the game here in the third quarter.
For sure.
Because with Cushing 2 touchdowns down, they could have closed it to 1.
Yep. Here's Trenton Edward. And Johnny really hasn't quite gotten involved in this game yet, as we've been accustomed to calling his name many times.
He gets a lot of carries.
I have a feeling that we're going to get a lot of dosage of Charbonneau and Edwards.
Yeah, right now we just want to run that clock with a 2 touchdown lead, get first downs, eat that clock up, and keep the ball out of Cushing's hands.
That's another first down, John, to the 25.
So talk about goal line stand, Bulldogs. They had a 4th and an inch on our end zone, and we were able to come away with the turnover. So that in the turnover game, for those of you keeping score, that's 3 turnovers for Wagoner and 3 turnovers for Cushing.
Charbonneau calls Charbonneau calls his name, dives ahead just outside the 30, and just that simple dive. They hit him about with a 1-yard gain. He dove forward and got a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that's yards after contact, YAC as we call it. There's all kinds of acronyms you can use in about every profession. Football has its own too.
2nd and goal. Here's Goodland on the
Could be a
jet
big
sweep.
hole here.
Gets through
Nice
one
move.
level, and now he's off to the races.
Speed.
Down sidelines, and finally shoved out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And Goodland just go back to the. Oh, there it comes. I was going to say, let's just go back to the huddle, and the ref pretty quick on the flag, so we're probably going to have an unsportsmanlike called, as there was some jawing back and forth on the sidelines. We'll see what the official word is. Avon Goodman on the jet sweep, and it will be unsportsmanlike against the Bulldogs. That's 15 yards, but the play will stand. As we're probably glad that we're on the inside right now, because even with the semi-soundproof press box, we're hearing some displeasure down there.
You just gotta let your play do the talking.
Yep.
There's no need to emphasize what you just did. We saw what you did.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now from the Tiger 40, and now we got another flag coming. It looks like we might have started a little early, as there are 2 or 3 players at the end of that long run that may have been guilty of a little extra motivation there. But again, the play stands. There's a 5-yard penalty now, makes it 1st and 15 from the Tiger 45.
We're kind of going the opposite direction. We started off going the right direction, so see what we can do here on our 1st and 15.
4 minutes and 47 seconds. Charbonneau calls his number
Nice move.
into
Another
the
nice
second
move.
level.
Switches the ball. You see that, Jeremy?
Oh,
He
yeah.
had the ball in his right hand, and as he moved to the sidelines, he switched it to the left. That's good coaching.
Yep.
Or football savvy.
Yes, sir. He did switch it to the outside arm, as any football coach worth his salt is going to coach that every chance he gets.
Yeah, keep that ball on the outside element.
Now we got another penalty, and this time it's going against the Tigers. A personal foul called. I didn't pick that up. There was a little bit of extra activity on the sidelines, but nothing worth mentioning, and maybe something happened after that. So
We'll take
add on to the Charbonneau run a 15-yarder against the Tigers. That'll place the ball just inside the 13 for the Bulldogs. First and 10.
So here we are, Jeremy, after getting the ball on the Tigers, or on Bulldog 3-yard line. We're marching. It could be a 97-yard drive.
Trenton Edwards.
There we go.
Oh, the ball
Oh.
loose. Still on the ground.
And Cushing got it.
And are they going to call that? I don't think they're going to call that a touchback. No, they are not.
I think he caught it inside the one.
Yep.
I think he fell on inside the one.
It's going to be right outside that goal line as Edward trying that extra second or third effort and spun around, had the ball stripped away, and it was laying on the turf there for quite a while.
It did. It popped up, squirted out. I love the effort, but sometimes when you see extra effort like that, the ball just lose possession of it, and Cushing was able to recover. So that's an interesting turn that they fumbled on our 1-inch line,
Yep.
and we just fumbled and they recovered inside the one. So
Yeah.
it's almost fair.
That is almost
fair play.
that's almost the same. Did we have a penalty?
Not sure what's being discussed.
Well, they're still standing over the ball here. That's almost in the exact same position as it was just a few plays ago, just on the opposite end.
Right.
His knee was down.
Yeah, 99 yards back the other way.
That ball is resting inside the one for the Tigers.
Fake handoff, quarterback stuffed, no gain.
Is that
Maybe a half yard.
McFarland and Coleman on the stop. As that was a great play by the Tiger defense, but now there's a little bit of a risk here as they would have wished for a touchback call there, but did not get it. So they are pinned back deep. And now the ball is at the 2-yard line. 2nd and 8. Quarterback standing in his end zone. He'll keep it himself. Now throws
That's
it
dangerous.
and makes
Hold on
the
to it.
catch. And that is Goodland on the reception. And I apologize if my head is in the way. We've got some media visitors up in the press box with us. So a couple extra bodies today.
Third down 3 upcoming.
That's a gain of 5. We'll call it 6. 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. And the ball is at their 8-yard
Bulldogs
line.
blitz, both linebackers up the middle. That's Charbonneau and Still forcing the quarterback outside.
He's going to throw it.
Oh, it's a pass interference.
It's got there.
Yeah, offensive.
Yeah. And Coleman grabbing his ankle as I guess he landed awkwardly on that. He was looking to pick that ball off, and it's actually probably a pretty good play by the offense,
Right.
the
Yeah.
Tigers receiver.
Yeah, sometimes when you're on offense like that and you're a receiver, you got to play defense because that ball is going right into 26's hands if
Yeah.
he wouldn't have pushed him off.
For sure.
But unfortunately, kind of landed.
Yep. That's Coleman at about the 43-yard line as the coaching staff comes to attend to him. Pass interference against the Tigers on a 4th and 3 play. I think the Bulldogs, John, are going to decline the penalty as Coleman gets up and walks off on his own power. That's good to see.
He does have the pink tape, the spat, what we call the spat, on his cleats, so that probably helped prevent any worse injury there, keeping that ankle immobilized to prevent the turn of the ankles.
John, the Bulldogs did decline that penalty,
Okay.
so it'll be 4th and 3 from the 8-yard line. And quick kick. Ford able to kick it on the bounce.
Nice move.
finds a little bit of a crease and
We
gets
got
to
a
the
flag back here
35-yard
on the
line.
49. I'm not sure why that was thrown.
What? Just did he fumble? They're
Well, he
signaling Tigers ball.
Well, he threw a flag at the 49. I didn't see a fair catch signal. I don't know why you would call it.
Recovered by Cushing.
Okay, he did
Apparently
fumble.
there was a fumble. And the Tigers just refused to go away.
I must have blinked.
Yeah, it's Tiger ball. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. And again, John, the Tigers just refuse to go away. They've been down 2 scores, and where the Bulldogs look to go ahead even further, and they come up with some big plays.
Well, that's the 4th turnover here by Wagoner, according to my unofficial record keeping.
And yeah, the ball did come loose on the tackle.
So I didn't even know what the flag was for.
Yeah,
I missed that.
I guess we all forgot about that as the Tigers have the ball
Screen.
1st and 10, backside screen. And the Bulldogs, pretty good job of snuffing it out. They must have thrown away from Miller that time because he wasn't involved in that.
Several times the 42 has had the nose for the football, those little screens, but you'll hear me say screen pretty much every time that a defensive lineman gets across the line of scrimmage, hardly untouched. The offensive linemen are usually taught to block for 1 second, or a half a second, and then let your man go, and then get downfield and block.
5-yard pickup to the 39, 2nd and 5. Quarterback looking across the middle. And
caught.
that caught is made. McHenry on the coverage and tackle.
22?
Yep. To the 46.
42, Wyatt Heisler?
They're going
Heisler, Heisler.
They're going to spot it just shy of the 46. Picks up 1st down yardage. 1st and 10 Tigers on their own
Cushing,
46.
yeah, Cushing had good protection there, Jeremy. As he dropped back in coverage, we weren't able to get any pressure on him. So when you have time to throw, usually completion's in the works. Hold on, Tang.
There's a quick hit to the receiver, breaks a couple of tackles, and he does not break Charbonnel's tackle right at midfield for a pickup of 4. And the Tigers still moving with 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
I've been impressed with him. He's a good receiver. Got good size, good strength, and good football skills. Played well on both sides of the ball. So we got a minute and 15 left here in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs are up 28-14. And we got a 2nd and 6 for Cushing Tigers here at midfield. So you don't quite hear as much noise from the press box as we did when we were broadcasting outside. We got this defended. If we could just put a hat on him, there we go. So it'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
Miller and Steele, and either I haven't been paying attention, John, or that looked. It was a little bit of a. I don't. Wasn't a wide receiver screen,
Like a
but
swing
it was
pass.
Yeah, it was a swing pass with a lead blocker.
Right. Yeah, the lead blocker out in the front and the back just followed him. And we were able to have the Bulldog brick wall to defend that. So we bring up 3rd and 10. So Bulldog defense needs to make a stop here after that untimely turnover.
Ball's at the 46. Quarterback looking across the middle.
He's
He's got
open, Jeremy.
number 2,
It's a
Mason.
foot race.
Yep, he's going to the corner of the end zone.
He's got in.
He will score. Touchdown Tigers.
Quick flag check. No flags. So that
And
ball was on the 46, so that's 54-yard touchdown pass. That is number 2, Lane Wood for the Tigers.
I believe he was the one on the previous reception for the long pass. That might have been number 3.
Yeah,
Either
number
way,
3 previously.
okay. Either way, 2 is in for the score. Touchdown Tigers. And here is the extra point. 7 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Kick is up and it is good. Wagoner Bulldogs 28, Cushing Tigers 21. And after the kickoff, barring any type of long return, we'll have one more snap of the ball until the 4th quarter.
So the Bulldogs, Jeremy, have had 4 turnovers tonight. 4 turnovers, and I'm pretty sure that 3 of those turnovers have resulted in Cushing's 21 points.
Okay. Cushing, or turnovers, always even the playing field most of the, well, I say always, and I'm gonna say most of the time.
Most of them.
So it's
It's not good.
Out the yeah, there you go.
It's better to be on the plus side of the turnovers than on the minus side. So right now, we're -1.
Andrew Parasoto logging in. Beth Brown. Appreciate you guys logging on. And we're gonna check the numbers right quick as we await the ensuing kickoff off of that. Was that a 99 and a 3/4?
Yes, 99-yard drive. Almost the length of the football field. Dad would say 99 yards and 2 footballs.
Okay.
Because the football is about a foot long.
As we are over the 300 viewer mark, and thank every one of you guys for logging on this full moon Thursday night, as our cameraman Garrett Haddock gives you a shot of that, and it is continuing to rise over W.L. Odom Field, and it is beautiful scene here in Wagoner, Oklahoma. 7 seconds left in this third quarter. Tigers will kick it away from the 40, back deep to receive is Ford, Swanson, and I believe that's Tayshawn Williams back deep. Usually DJ Pierce. No, Pierce is on the far side, Williams on the near side.
It's Bo McFarland.
Yeah, Bo McFarland's going to return this. And he is going to be tackled at the 24-yard line.
So Jeremy, Bulldog fans, stay in your seats here. We're got 1 second left in the third quarter. The Bulldogs are up 28-21. We do have a flag on the field on that kickoff return, so we'll see what that call is. But it's been a tight contest. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, we got 4 turnovers. Cushing has turned it over 3 times. Cushing started off the game with 14 points, gave us a couple punches, body blows, and maybe a left hook. The Bulldogs were able to come back and score 21 unanswered. It was 21-14 at halftime. And the Bulldogs came quickly back in the third quarter, scored with under probably a minute and a half drive, and put 28-14, and Cushing goes 99 yards. 99 yards and 2 feet. And I mean, that's about the longest drive you can have.
Yeah.
So pretty impressive there.
Bulldogs, 1st and 10 on their own 34. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Charbonneau.
Looking deep.
Deep
Got
down
2
the
guys
middle.
down there.
That's 4.
Interference.
That's got to be a
come
flag
on.
coming.
Oh my goodness. He was draped all over him. But that's all I want to say.
For the intended receiver, and that is no call. So incomplete pass will make it 2nd and 10. As the Bulldogs enter the fourth quarter, we're up to 310 different places across Wagoner, across Oklahoma, across the United States.
So that was Roman Tucker. If you're a Cushing Tiger, good defense there by Roman Tucker, but the Bulldog fans disagree. I can hear the boos from inside the soundproof booth.
So, despite
All right, 4's up, Bulldogs.
the disagreement on the field, Bulldogs gather at about the 40, as they traditionally do, and get the 4s up entering the fourth quarter. And we will see what we have in store, as the Bulldogs will have the ball 2nd and 10 on their own 39 as we await the start of the fourth quarter.
So we flip sides. We were going from north to south there, and this time we will be going, from south to north. Now we're going north to south. So ball is on the Bulldog 39-yard line.
Bud Brady, thanks for logging on with us. We'll come back with a couple more newcomers. And Charbonneau is caught in the backfield for a loss.
Good penetration there by the Tigers. That is number 4. Yes, number 4 breaking through there. Kellen Fry, that's the one that I told you about earlier in the broadcast, in the first quarter, that scouting report was on him, that he will dart in there and blitz and cause havoc.
Here's a 3rd and 12 now for the Bulldogs. Charbonneau looking for Coleman, finds him,
Nice catch.
gets first down yardage into Tiger territory to the 48-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will have it, 1st and 10.
Great job, Jeremy, on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a
That was a
costly,
big play.
that could be costly. Right, back up, there we go.
Bulldogs back on the line of scrimmage already on this 1st and 10. Charbonneau takes the snap, this time handoff to Tayshawn Williams. Yeah, that's a pretty good collision there at about the 46.
He's met in there by number 5, that is Cole. So Able will get a 3 on the carry. Bulldogs ball is on the 45, just outside the 45. We are stacked receivers on the bottom of your screen. Shield Knight in the H-back position. Tayshawn Williams in motion. That's Charbonneau right at the middle. He's got a 1st down and more, Jeremy.
He finally cut down as he crosses the 35-yard line. And like we said earlier in that 3rd quarter on that touchdown drive to go to 28, we talked about we've seen a whole lot more Charbonneau.
Right. So he's able to move the chains there as he does what he does best, and that's run north and south. Went right up the middle of the Cushing defense and picked up 1st down.
1st and 10 Bulldogs from the Tiger 44. Here's a quick hit to Goodland. Goodland, a nice open field tackle by number 2.
Yeah, that's hard to do. When you're out there one-on-one, mano in the open field, but good job, Mr. Goodland there. Pick up a 5 for the Bulldogs. So 2nd and 5.
The Bulldogs must have seen something, talked about something at halftime, because we've upped the pace here, even with the 7-point lead. Tayshawn Williams, that's number 24, making it stop quickly for the Tigers.
That's Emerson Harper there on stop. It's a defensive lineman, senior defensive lineman for the Tigers. Gain of 1. So big 3rd down conversion here for the Bulldogs, as we are probably not quite in field goal range.
3rd and a long 4. Charbonneau.
Right up.
That's foul. Oh, sorry, number 54. That's Harris.
Right, leading the way.
Right.
Good job.
And Charbonneau will pick up the 1st down to the 20-yard line. And when the sticks reset, the clock will start again. And there it is, 9:22. And you've got to think that if the Bulldogs are able to punch it in here, John, it might be the stake.
Oh, yeah.
Tayshawn Williams makes the catch, runs
Spin move, touchdown.
for the score, touchdown Bulldogs. There's 2 flags on the play. It's going to come back, unfortunately.
Man, what a move, what a spin move.
Holding is the call against the Bulldogs. Charbonneau is actually on his way down.
Yep.
And able to fling it over to Tayshawn Williams. And even though it's coming back, Williams showing his skills in the open field.
Yeah, that'd be in the local top 10 plays. I may not make Sports Center tonight, but that would just the catch and the run and the spin move. Great athleticism there. So that'll back up the ball to the 31, Cushing 31.
Foul puts the ball back on the 31-yard line.
So we'll reset.
1st down 20. Bulldogs.
Because that's a positive play, but unfortunately penalty negates that.
So it'll be
9 minutes.
1st and 20 now from the 31. And here is Goodland on the jet sweep.
Got a couple blocks there.
Able to get that corner, ducks under 1 tackle.
Still on his feet.
And good run by Goodland. Now get back to the huddle, bud. There you go.
They got caught for a little jawing earlier on his previous run. I think that's just the 2nd time he's carried the ball and run. He was able to pick up the penalty yardage, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Put the ball on about the 20, right on the stripe, looks like. We'll see where the referee sets it. Yep, right on the 20. On the paint, on the near hash.
20-yard line.
So Bryce Steele up in the up back position, kind of right between the guard and the tackle there. Shield Knight tight end. Tayshawn in motion.
Charbonneau across the 20.
If he would have just had my eyes there, Jeremy, if he would have cut to the left about 2 steps,
Yep.
he had a big hole over the left side. And sometimes they don't see what we see. Got a little bird's eye view up here.
Looks like he still picked up 3 on the play to the 17-yard line. Third and 6 for the Bulldogs.
I wouldn't mind calling Shield Knight's number here.
He's been relatively quiet on
Drag.
the offensive side of
Maybe a
things.
drag
Yeah.
behind
that
the
underneath. Yeah.
linebackers.
And that's an
And a
in route.
slant. Oh!
Coleman, intended receiver. And number 8 makes the stop.
That's Jordan Kersey on the stop. Good defense. Ball was on the money, and just couldn't get both his hands on it. It's good defensive play there by Mr. Kersey. So that'll bring up 4th down and 6. And the ball's on the 22, Jeremy. We are discussing. Looks like we are keeping our offense in there for now, but they may let the play clock tick down, and have a feeling we might call a timeout and talk about it. Or try to draw them off sides. Look up an easy 5. But when the play clock's
25
down to
seconds.
2.
Yeah. But the game clock is not running. And that was interesting. The game clock at 8:06 stopped at 8:06 on the incomplete pass. So the Bulldogs will take a timeout with 8:06, hanging on to a touchdown lead. And I'm looking for a 3rd and 6 on this upcoming play.
4th and 6, Jeremy.
4th and 6.
Fourth down.
Sorry, that was 3rd and 6
Yeah.
on the incomplete pass.
Right, 4th and 6 now. So yeah, this will be a 7-point difference in the ball game.
Big play.
That's a big play.
John, looks like the word is getting out as we are nearing 350 homes now logging in to watch the Wagoner
Awesome.
Bulldogs Cushing Tiger finale.
We need you, Bulldog Nation. This is going to go down to the wire. We played 48 minutes of football, and we're 40 minutes in. We've got a 7-point lead as the Bulldogs face a 4th and 6. Ball is on the Tigers' 17-yard line.
CL Harris, Mary Lily, number 1. Thanks for logging on and joining in our chat room. And you're looking at a 4th and 6 play. Charbonneau back to pass.
There's Shield Knight.
And Shield
caught it.
makes
Caught
the
it.
catch at the 10-yard line.
Got a first down.
Yep, he made a first down. That's
Big
a great
play.
catch. Had a Tiger on his back and diving for the ball. Makes a big time catch, John.
So instead of dragging across the middle, they went with the out route. That's basically a 10-yard out route, and he was able to get down and get his arms under that ball and secure the catch for a Bulldog first down and keep the drive alive with 7:46 left.
Jamie Crooks said that we should go for it, and that they did. On a 4th and 6 play, Shield Knight picks up 7. It'll be 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Here's Charbonneau.
Hater!
Touchdown Bulldogs. Number 4, Cale Charbonneau. Big hole in the middle of the field, and he is in for the score. John, there's still quite a bit of time left, but the Bulldogs are now up 2 scores.
Yeah, that was huge 4th down conversion there for the Bulldogs to convert that pass to Shield Knight and pick up that first down. And we talked about 2 pivotal plays for the Bulldog defense. I would say stopping Cushing on a 4th and an inch on our own inch line. That was a 4th down play, and then converting that 4th and 6 for the Bulldogs in order to let Charbonneau go into the end zone for 6.
Rhett Butler with the extra point. Wagoner Bulldogs 35. Cushing Tigers 21. 7:28 left in the ball game. Yeah, and that's exactly what Greg Brody said. He said, "Woo, woo."
We can breathe a little bit. It's nice to have a 14-point lead. We are at home.
We talked about that big hole that Charbonneau ran through. His center, Dax Griffin. Dax, Bonholt, Shield Knight, Thomas, BB, all of those linemen in there making holes for Charbonneau. And about Inky Dink says, "Go Dogs." He says, "Watching from Guatemala." Inky,
Oh, how about
Inky
that?
Dink, I hope you're being truthful with us.
Central America.
Yeah, that would be one of the countries that we do not have, although I think we're up to 25 different countries. But that would be awesome, Inky Dink. If you're really watching from Guatemala, we're excited to have you and all of our Bulldog fans. Haven't seen Peter yet from the Netherlands, but he might be logging on here pretty soon, John. As Balalong kicks it deep, Tigers at the 11 will return it in the middle of the field. Now tries to
That's number 3, Jeremy.
finds a
He's
little
got
bit of room.
wheels.
He does, and he is into Bulldog territory. Finally tackled
He's had a good game.
as he crosses the 40 to the 38-yard line. He sure has.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him. Yeah, he's a good football player.
That's the one that went 80 yards in the first half.
Right.
And we could not get the angle nor keep up with him on that play. We were able to chase him down that time, but not before he gets into Bulldog territory at the 39-yard line. Again, John, we just talked about it. There's still a lot of time left.
Right.
Bulldogs are up 2 scores, but all of a sudden the Tigers, 1st and 10 on the Bulldog 39-yard line. And looks like referee, I think Coach Condit was a little bit beyond the numbers, and the referee had a statement for him. So he's back on the sidelines. Here's the Tigers.
Missed tackle
Complete pass across the 35 to the 34-yard line.
there. That's number 22, Wyatt. I think it's Hesler or Heisler.
Down by number 4. He'll start it on.
On the roster, I can't make out if that's an I or an L.
Quarterback Roman Tucker has provided plenty of excitement tonight, whether it's it's with his feet or with his arm. And he looks at a 2nd and 5 from the Bulldog 34. Tucker drops back. Got plenty of time. Now looking deep downfield. And it's off! Goodland! Number 10! Goodland!
Nice.
He returns it to the 36-yard line. Big time play by the sophomore, Avon Goodland. That ball hung up just a little bit too long.
That's right, and he's not as tall as the receiver was, and he was able to go up and get that ball and get the turnover and run it back for, gosh, about 20, 25 yards. Puts the bull ball about the 35.
Interception by number 10.
So a huge defensive stop there for the Bulldogs. As Cushing was actually driving him.
For sure.
So that turns the momentum.
Down.
And are we back even with the turnover?
Yeah, I think we're 4-4.
And that one couldn't have come at a better time, as the Tigers were moving the ball on the Bulldogs. So Wagoner will have it 1st and 10 on their own 35. Charbonneau, he wants to look long. That's
Double coverage.
Coleman.
I think he got it, Jeremy.
Yeah, he did.
He wrestled it away from both defenders.
He sure did. Coleman with number 2. That was just a tug of war right there.
Who wants it? I mean, Charbonneau throws in the double coverage. And he split it and was able to wrestle the ball away from the defenders. Big play for the Bulldogs. No flags with the chains.
John, I think that's just a philosophical change in football, whether it's high school, college, or pros. A lot of times you see them throw it up like that, and they're just expecting the receiver to make a play on the ball.
Right. A lot of times you can draw pass interference.
Yep. I would say many years ago, people we'll come back to that thought as we got a flag here. I would say many years ago, you throw into double coverage and everybody's holding their head. Why did you do that? These last, probably 10, it's probably been more like 20 years. I go back to the old Randy Moss plays.
Oh, yeah.
Dante Culpepper. He just threw it up and Moss somehow comes down with
Go
it.
up and get it. Seemed like he was 6'5" or 6'6". So height has a big advantage for you as a receiver a lot of times.
Coleman gets the ball to the 25. The 5-yard penalty is at the 30, and now the ball is in the hands of Charbonneau trying to get that penalty yardage back. And Inky Dink did confirm he is in Guatemala City, Guatemala. It says he's flying home at 4 a.m. So catching some Bulldog football. Thanks, Inky Dink, for checking in with us, and we will put that on our FNB world map, and we're getting pretty close to 30 different countries, John. It's just
Awesome.
It just blows my mind every time we talk about that.
That is awesome.
On a 2nd and 12 play, here's Charbonneau,
Tayshaun
Tayshaun Williams running hard, big collision there.
Dax Griffin, I got a pancake there for Dax Griffin. Awesome.
And I'm sure Chris will have that on the highlight film as I catch it in his Facebook feed of how many pancakes that Dax racks up
That's awesome.
throughout the game. And he'll definitely have that one on film.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was like 5 yards downfield. He put the guy on his back.
3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Here's Decaden Ford. Ford, first down yardage and more.
Still going?
And he's finally shoved out of bounds at the 6-yard line. But forward progress had stopped, so he said he would continue to roll the clock, which is good news for the Bulldogs as we near the 4-minute mark. And Decaden Ford coming up with a big run to give his Bulldogs a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, big play there for the Bulldogs. Convert the 3rd down, and most importantly, keep that clock running.
Well, John, I saw him
clock's
with the
running,
motion of the arm, but that clock has stopped at 4:07. Here's Trenton Edward.
End zone.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 16, Trenton Edward. Again, talking about the holes that these linemen have made. Number 65, number 56, Von Holt's out there. Harris is out there. Fowler is out there.
Great job, Hogs. Great job.
Bulldogs will line up for the extra point. Bilal alone with his holder Swanson will kick it at the 10. 20-yard extra point attempt, as they always are, without the penalties anyway. Good snap, good hold, and that kick is through. Wagner Bulldogs 42.
Another breath. Another side.
Cushing Tigers 21. I believe Colt Stroud, the special team snap. And the Bulldogs, just when it seems like the Tigers are clawing their way back into it, the Bulldogs just say, you know what, we've had enough of this, let's go score.
Yeah, it's truly a dogfight. I mean, especially the turnover game. I mean, we were down a couple turnovers, and Cushing capitalized on that. And you know, I don't stop talking about it, but it's such a big part of a football game.
Yep.
I mean, you have each team has 4 turnovers, and you know, penalty. I don't have track of the penalty yardage, but we've had quite a few flags on the field tonight, also.
John, I don't know if that sideline judge was overruled, or maybe I just saw something that wasn't there, but he signaled the clock as if Ford's forward progress had been stopped, even though he was ridden out of bounds. But the clock did stop, and now it is at 4:01 as Butler, the high kick, and it is fair caught at the 37-yard line. And John, and maybe it's just because this is a hot game as far as rivalry and things like that, but almost after every play, especially in the second half, there's been a lot of jawing back and forth on both sides.
Right.
Just a simple right there,
Right.
simple fair catch, and I could tell by the way the head snapped back that there were some things being said as the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 38 and have a high mountain to climb down 3 scores. And they're not going to get it like that, John.
All right, that's pretty conservative play. It's number 4, Kellen Fry with the right side for only a pickup of 1. So the clock keeps running, keeps ticking as Tigers are down 21 points. They would need 3 touchdowns and 3 converted extra points just to tie it.
They have shown that they've been able to strike quickly.
Yeah, they've had some big plays tonight, Jeremy. When they throw it down the field, number 3, number 2, both as they setting up to go deep.
And he's got a receiver,
Oh,
and he got to
dropped
make the
it.
catch though. Number 6, and there's a late flag. I think we're going to have a personal foul
Late
against
hit
the
on
Bulldogs.
quarterback.
And number 6, I believe that was DJ Pierce, able to make that hit. And I'm going to say that he jarred that ball loose as the running back. Yeah, personal foul roughing the passer against the Bulldogs. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. And if there's anything, if the Bulldogs get out of here with a victory, I know that there's going to be some discussion about penalties this game.
Yeah, I love the aggression. I love the aggression. And then, you know, I've been always okay on an aggressive penalty. It's the drawing penalties that the coaches don't like, because that's uncalled for.
So the
John's a trash talking. My lingo. Say John.
Tigers have the ball on the Bulldog 46 with 3:23 left. And confusion on the defensive side of things for the Bulldogs, and they will take a timeout. And, well, I think they took time. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, yeah, they're just going to go right back into the play after the timeout. But 3:23 left in this fourth quarter. Shirley Harkins, watching from Knoxville, Tennessee, been with us the last several weeks, maybe from the beginning. Brian Blagg, thanks for logging on. Dwayne Frost, Caden Williams, Coach DJ still with us.
I see Bud Brady on our chat here. We got Mary Lily, her call sign Mary Lily #1. She says, tell Alex Shilnine I said hi. Okay. C.L. Harris says, come on Bulldogs. And then Linda says, go Trent.
Okay. Andrew Parasoto, yeah, he said, like you said, Monday film day, there's going to be a lot to talk about. So the Bulldogs are already back at the line of scrimmage. Here come the Tigers on a 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 46.
So Cushing goes 5 wide here. Quarterback's in shotgun. It's flushed out of the pocket.
Now he's going to run, and he'll get out of bounds as Pierce makes sure he gets out of bounds. The clock will stop at 3:16. And he'll pick up 5 yards to the 41. John, they're going to need a lot more than 5-yard chunks to get back in this.
That's for sure, Jeremy. Only with 3:16 left, but they have shown that they can strike quickly.
Yep. They're back already to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback wheels it over, and all of a sudden, the wide receivers and running backs for the Tigers are having trouble wheeling in that ball.
Could be just a sign of fatigue. A lot of times the players are playing both ways. They're playing offense, defense, they're playing special teams, and as it gets in the fourth quarter, you just get tired, your body gets tired, your hands, your brain, the things just don't function as well when you have fatigue. So I can tell he's disappointed. He didn't catch that. That's why Long's had a really good game tonight.
Quarterback Tucker keeps it himself, finds a little bit of a hole to the Bulldog 34-yard line. He picks up first down yardage. That'll stop the clock until the chains get reset. And now we're under 3 minutes as the Tigers look to the sidelines. And this is taking entirely too much time, John, if you're a Tiger fan.
It is, but maybe they haven't worked on the 2-minute offense.
Tucker
going deep.
got
Picked
a
off.
man. And
Goodland with another one.
Avon Goodland.
Second interception tonight.
With the Oski. And I think it's safe to say that that's the icing on the cake for the Wagoner Bulldogs.
Yeah, I've got to check his height.
It's 5'9" at best.
I got him at 5'9" on the program at 155, but he's playing like he's 6'4".
He went up to get that one for sure.
Man, he's made 2 really good interceptions, 2 good plays on the ball. He's got his second INT of the night, and that would be the 5th turnover for the Cushing Tigers.
2:39 left in the ball game. The Bulldogs up by 21. And we're probably going to see a lot of number 4 on this drive right here. Cushing with, as far as the scoreboard is concerned, has 2 timeouts left. And I believe that's Tayshawn Williams on the carry for the Bulldogs. And they're going to take, no, they're not going to take as the clock continues to run. Williams, we'll give him a pickup of 2 to the 15.
He was brought down by number 71, Michael Cruz. Gain 2, second down, 8.
Now, unless the scoreboard is not accurate, John, there's 2 timeouts still hanging up there for the Tigers. Bulldogs let the play clock roll down as quick as far as they can. Here's Ford on the jet sweep. Just stay in bounds, and he does.
Forward to the 18.
In this particular juncture of the game, you want to stay in bounds and you want to protect the ball.
Right, protect the ball, both hands over the ball, make sure you take care of it. Don't want to get up a late turnover.
90 seconds left here at W.L. Odom Field. The Bulldogs. It was exciting at times, John.
Oh man, there's been some big plays. It's been exciting. I mean, with Cushing going 99 yards in 2 feet on one of their drives, and they've had some big plays, exciting plays.
That's Tayshawn Williams.
Could he go?
Oh,
Could he go?
he's still on his feet, and finally from behind as he gets into Tiger territory.
Love the way he runs.
Just exploded through that hole. And John, we do not want to forget that the Tigers went up 14 in the first quarter.
Right, yeah, Bulldogs were down 14-0. And then we came back with 28 unanswered.
Mm-hmm. And they were able to score one of those. So
Close to
since that
28-21.
Since that 14-0 start, it's been Bulldogs 42-7 swing.
So it looks like we got the victory formation finally.
Yep.
As we've got less than a minute.
Yeah, we're getting right. There's 30 seconds right there, and that is just like that. It's kind of a woo. Yeah, yeah. Those last 3 plays were, even though Williams just broke one for about 40 yards.
Right.
Just a couple of minutes ago, we thought this was, or at least it seemed like a couple of minutes ago, we thought this was going to go down to the wire.
Right. Yeah, we just we won the turnover battle tonight. Bulldogs got 5. The Cushing turnovers, we turned it over 4 ourselves, so we're in the +1 category. Win by 21 points. And a lot of penalties, though. A lot of penalties. We'll probably talk about that. So, that can bite you too. As the Bulldogs play the fight song, shake hands with Cushing Tigers, put up a good, strong fight tonight. They got some good athletes.
Yeah.
Really good athletes.
And it's a possibility
that we see them again.
Yeah.
So they'll drop to 5-2 as Wagoner improves to 7-0. But yeah, I think they'll continue their playoff run.
John, next week, are we traveling to Grove next week?
Grove, I'm pretty sure. Let me just
Double check.
sometimes it's good to double check, triple check.
If you're just now joining us, the Bulldogs 42-21. Maybe you joined us late, but yeah.
Yeah, we go to Grove.
Okay, we're going to Grove. It was a 14-point lead, I think, heading into the second quarter. And John, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. If you remember back when we were down 14-7 and driving, I said, you know what? If we score here, I just don't think we're going to look back.
I remember you saying that. Don't think we're going to look back. And that's true. Yeah, we did.
As the lights are in the victory dance as well.
Right. Yeah, they're dancing.
Good shot. Mr. Haddock got it on the student section and the band and the football players all down at the north end of the stadium celebrating this big win. And we will call it a night here at W.L. Odom Field and Dale Condit Stadium. We appreciate everyone that's logged on. We know that we were able to add another country, Edink from Guatemala. Thanks for logging on, and everyone that did, as we got to about the 350 different places watching the Bulldogs prevail over the Tigers. So for Garrett Haddock and John Page, I'm Jeremy Holmes saying good night and God bless America.
That was nerve-wracking. You see, Goodwin caught it twice in the same spot.
Yeah, that was. I was like, good grief, man, what's going on? Luckily, he was able